Okay. So this is a fresh Power BI,
Yeah.
not our Northwind one. We just suspending that just for a bit. Okay. So that we will, this is our own part of the entire project that Suftnet is
Yeah.
currently doing. Okay. So we've got the data source, we've got the link, and we are getting data using the post. So I'll click on more and just type Postgres for it to bring this one, SQL database. That's what our data source is. So I'll click on that and I'll click on connect. Okay. So our server now, okay, if we look at the charts, which part of the charts is going to be server, Mr. Azim?
So that place that we have at AWS, so that at starting from AWS up to the ports,
Okay,
that is our server.
let me get my chart up. So starting from, where is AWS here?
You know, we have
Okay,
in the
okay,
Postgres, yeah.
okay. The from at
Yes.
up to where?
To the ports where we have 5432.
Okay,
That's that's the server.
okay. So up to without the slash.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll copy that part and plug that. I hope
Yeah.
let me just check that I've copied. Yes, I've copied the
No, you
right.
need to remove the art.
Okay, remove the art.
Yeah.
So it's AWS
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah.
Dot
Then
Polar that
yeah.
dot up to
So yeah.
32, 5432.
Yeah.
That's the server. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the database is
It's going to be Postgres. So if you look at the connection range, that's the Postgres dot the project ID, semicolon, the password, the server, and the database, which is the Postgres. So Postgres is the database.
okay. So I'm copying everything.
No, you're copying only Postgres. If you know after that 5432, there is slash Postgres.
Yeah.
So that Postgres is the
Only this last part. Okay.
that
Only this
Postgres, yeah, is the
is the
database.
database. Oh, sorry. He's asking for database, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
So server and database. Database is Postgres.
Yes.
And is it
Yeah,
does
it's
it
fine like that. That's the way. Yeah.
okay, no need for capital P.
No,
Okay. Okay. So import is fine.
Yeah.
So if I click on OK, okay, right.
Then
So,
now the username is what's the username of this thing again? Let me check
okay,
quickly. So the username is that Postgres dot OKE something. Yeah.
um, which part is that?
That's
Postgres.
the first after the first double slash, you have
Yeah,
Postgres dot OK. So
okay,
up
so,
till that place that we have VD, that's the
okay, up to VD.
yeah.
Okay, so Control C that. That is the username.
Yes.
Okay, so we have
Yeah.
Postgres dot,
Mm.
all of that. Okay, and then which part
So
is the part?
after this, you see that semicolon, that's XF something
Mm,
before the at. So that's the password.
okay, without the dot.
No, yeah. Without the semicolon, yeah.
Up to B.
Yeah, that's the password.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, then we
So
can connect now.
connect
I know
and
it's going to throw up an error. Okay,
okay.
so that's fine. We can click on cancel.
Okay.
So now let's go to file. Let's go to file.
File.
Yeah, your file at the top
Oh,
top
okay.
left. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Here, you mean.
yeah.
Okay.
So we go to um option and settings,
Mm-hmm.
data source settings.
Okay.
So the reason why it's giving that hand, you see this there is AWS something now. So let's click on edit permission.
Okay.
Yeah. So encrypt that connection. We need to uncheck it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's because there is a driver that you don't have, but it's a long thing. So once we
Okay.
uncheck this, we click on
We'll be
OK and
fine.
we try to connect again. It should be fine.
Okay. Okay. So we start that again.
Yeah.
If I use recent, would it have given, would it have
I'm not sure. Just go
go
go.
through the
Yeah.
normal? Okay.
Yeah. Get more. Then we go to Postgres. So we
So
just put the server.
we just put the server and we
Just
said
put the server.
the
It
server
should ask
was
us about, yeah, up to the port.
up to, I've forgotten again, up to 32, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it was picked from AWS up to 32. And this one is just a Postgres.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to check that server again just to make sure that there's no any leading space?
Anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's necessary.
Okay. Yeah.
We are fine on that. Then let me look. Okay, we are fine there as well. So if I okay that,
Yep.
it just went straight now. No need
Yeah.
for, okay. So all these are the
So we have that's
tables.
the so we have some view. So I think what we need is um that if you scroll down, you will see transaction, public dot transaction product customers. Think if you scroll
Okay, okay.
yeah, you
Public
see
dot
transaction, yeah,
customers,
customers, yeah. So these
customers,
are all the list of the customers, the
products,
products, that's
transactions.
the public transaction. Then I think we can use the view that I've already created, or maybe we can create. If you scroll up, you will see some views up. So all these ones here, where we have customer 360 revenue, I think maybe you can use those. Those are the views, like a
Okay,
summarized data from the database itself.
okay. Just
Yeah.
those two.
Yeah, I think those two should be okay. Yeah, if we need more, we can always
I'll come back
come
for
back
now.
to it. Yeah.
Okay. So we transform, yeah, and let's see what we've got. Okay, so public customers, we see the customer information here. We can see it's all unique and distinct. So that's good for customer ID. We see their names, we see the emails, and this public transaction table, which we have public transaction, we have the table. If it's the same, is it the same table? Because customers is like the databases like you find sometimes. Are we taking this table out from this customers table?
I think if you expand it, I think there is some information there. You can check. Yeah, I think because it links to some of other table. That's why you can
Mhm.
expand it and just have a look, ma. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay. So okay, let me explain what's happening. So sometimes when you go into databases to get tables, I think we saw it when we were bringing tables in for Northwind, where you have a whole table. This one here is a whole public transaction table that has been, embedded into customers table. Most of the time, why I don't really like to expand it is because this table, we have it here, is the same. Okay, so if you look at this, you have ID, order ID, stock code, product description, quantity, and so on. If we go into this and look at, you see exactly the same columns: ID, order ID, stock code, product description, quantity, So it's like a whole table being embedded into another table. Meanwhile, this table we already have here anyway. So most of the time, I just take this out because this is supposed to be just for customers information, okay? Except like we have customer ID, name, email, except there is any other customer information that we might get from here, maybe address. So if we look through ID, which is related to the ID on that transaction table, order ID, stock code, product description, quantity, country, maybe we want to bring the country in, where the customers are from, okay? We may want to get that, okay, just to get the customer's country, okay? That's a good one, okay? And then these other two are public.customers. I think they are also a whole table, okay? So let me just and this is also a whole table. Let me just bring those two in just for us to see if they are also, yeah, they are whole tables. So another whole table of customers, which we are already in. And sometimes I don't know why that happens with databases, but it happens, okay? So I'm going to take those two out. We don't need them inside customers table because we have a table for them already. So I'm bringing only country in, and we can see all of them. Oh, actually, they are different countries. Okay. Okay, this can take a while. Okay, but at least we know that we have the countries that each of these customers are patronizing us from. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We have Australia, Austria, Bahrain, Belgium, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's all we'll be getting from that. Okay, so we have customer ID, customer name, email, and the country. Okay, and if we go into the products table, we have the product ID, the product name, product description. Okay, the price, the product category, and the whole transaction table, which we have here, the same scenario. Okay, this is a table for products. In case we can check in case there is anything on products that we may want to, use on this products table that is there. Like I said, I just take the whole table out without even bothering myself. So we have category. Country, do we necessarily need country? We don't need country for the product, I don't think. Unit price, we already have price. I don't know if this is the same as the unit price, okay? But we have the price for these products here. What else? Quantity, product description, we have product description already. Total price is not relevant for product table. Okay, so let me uncheck all of this and bring just the unit price and see, just for comparison, nothing more. Okay. It may be the same, it may be different. Okay. So the price we have here is 5.6, and the unit price we have is that. Okay, maybe I should have brought quantity in. I don't know if there was quantity. Okay. Again, normally I wouldn't do this. Quantity. Okay, let's bring quantity in and see if the price we have and quantity matches. Okay. So unit price 12 times that is not going to give us that. Okay. So that's a bit confusing. I'll take that out. Let's take the whole table out and just leave our product table as it is, like that. All right. Okay. Then the transaction table itself, which I believe would be our facts table where the transactions were recorded. Transaction ID, order ID. I see other IDs are repeated, but transaction IDs are not repeated. Column profiling, let's base it on the entire data set, just to be on the safer side. Okay, so again, just for more understanding of what we are doing, we're building a platform, a Suftnet platform as a whole project, and this bit that we are doing, this is what you would expect a data analyst to do as part of a team that is building a platform which showcases customer interaction, within an organization. We are working with the assumption that Suftnet has a business, and within our business, there is the data aspect is the database. We have a database where our customer information, our product information, and transactions and every other thing about our data is being recorded. Okay. And that database is the Postgres database, which we use as our data source. So we are building a Power BI report. We need to plug into our database, which is the Postgres, which has all the data that we have, the historical data that we have as a Suftnet business company that has done business over time and has had various customers selling all these products that we can see within this database. Okay. And that's how it would be at work. Okay. You would have maybe more than one database sometimes where your data engineers have done the work to put the data, your data there, structured data there, and you can plug your tool, be it Power BI, Excel, or whichever one of the tools that you use to report. Okay, you plug it in, get the tables that you need. Okay, like we saw earlier, we just got these 4-5 tables because those are the ones that are relevant to the report we are going to build. Okay, in the end, this report will be embedded into the major Suftnet platform that is being built. Sometimes this is good for us because sometimes, or most of the time, we wonder, well, what is our own role as data analysts in all these projects that Suftnet is doing? This is one chance for us to actually own it, and that's what we are doing tonight. So I just thought to put a bit more context to what we are doing. And these are all, the data obviously are all data that have been arranged by our data engineer, Mr. Azim. Okay. In case you are wondering, how did we manage this? It was all put together for us so that at least we can, actually own the project, so that in real life, what is being done, we won't see most of the behind the scene. Okay, and that's how it is normally. You would only see your part. Okay, and your part is the Power BI data reporting aspect. The rest would be handled by either developers, engineers, you know, and other people, other roles that you are working with. Okay, so our transaction table, which we are on, the stock code, because we've seen other ID and the actual ID, the transaction ID. I think I would say this ID would be the transaction ID. Product description, the products that was bought, how many was bought, the quantity. We can see the date, which is in the form of date and time. Okay, in case you are reporting up to time level, you've got date and time here. Okay, unit price. Okay, customer ID, the customers that bought it, country they are buying from, the category of the products, the product ID, the total price, and then we have all those whole tables, which I'm going to take off because we have these tables already. We don't need them in here anymore, so I'll remove those two. Okay, and then we have the category revenue. It says category revenue, but I think it's the product category. We have the different categories of products that we sell: men's clothing, electronics, jewelry, women's clothing. The revenue generated, I believe. Just surprised that we are getting revenue here. Number of orders that were placed, number of customers that bought each of these, and then the revenue share. Okay, and then we have the customer 360, which I believe is just giving us further information about everything each customer has done over time, because we see this customer, Benjamin Smith, with this customer ID, and this is their email, the number of orders they have placed, one order. This is the total spent in that order. This is the first order date. So we have their first order date, their last order date. This person placed only one, so it's same date. Average order value, country they are ordering from. Okay. Recency days, how long ago, I think is what that would mean. Churn risk, I think churn is about how chances of your customer coming back, I think. I hope I'm right. And then segment, okay, maybe yeah, in terms of if the order is high or low or medium. Okay, so this table, which is tagged customer 360, goes one step further. On the first table, we see just the customers, just their basic information. Now on the customer 360, we actually see the performance, how these different customers have fared with us over time. Let's look for a customer who has placed quite a few number of orders with us. Say this person who has placed about 15 orders. Let's see. Oh, quite a few people actually. Number one is Joyce Webster. Okay, they've spent a total of £167.42 with us, and the other person, Robots, has spent over £1,600 with us. Okay, this is really good. This table in itself is a whole report. Okay, and we see their first order dates and the last order dates. Okay, and we see the average order value. Okay, the countries they ordered from, recency days. They've ordered maybe in the last 154 days, last 30 days, last 92 days. Okay. Churn risk, true, false. Okay. Someone can check that's actual meaning of that churn so that we get it right. And we see if the segment, or now it's good to ask question, how is this segment, how is it determined, if it's high or low or medium, what's the logic behind how this categorization is done. So it's good to ask questions. Okay, so we have all these tables. Okay, and it would be what we saw. Let me stop share for a second and spotlight the um spotlight the okay, actually I could have used the one Mr. Azim opened for us. Let me see if I still have that opened. Um, okay, is it Chrome that opened? Yeah, it was Chrome that opened it. Okay, let me share again. Okay, so I think we will then just go into the Power BI and see, the different reports we can see, customer insights. I know actually if we start with the very first executive overview, we can see that we need total customers, we need total revenue, okay? Revenue trend, we need something that looks like this. At risk, churn. Mr. Azim, this churn view, churn is it chances of a customer
Of
returning?
living, yeah, sorry. People who are at risk in terms of so what happened is that any people that have ordered from the regions, the last time they order, if it is more than 60 days. So I kind of create that view
Mhm.
as okay, that means they are at risk of leaving the platform, or not
Okay,
buying anything from the company
okay,
anymore.
all right,
Yeah, so that's the logic behind
all right,
that.
thank you, thank you. So, yeah, we need to create something like that. Then average order value. Yeah, I like the way you've even put the formula there. Um, sum total by count, quantity, total number of quantity of count orders. You are using count orders, okay, not quantity of products. Okay. All right. So that's what we are meant to achieve. At least if we start with this customer insights and just build the different visuals for this first yeah, for this first one. Okay. And then Mr. Azim, how do I frame that question?
What's
Let
that
me
one?
go back. This yeah. So you've given us customer 360, which gives
Yes.
us a good insight into, okay,
Okay.
this is the one that we'll use for the churn, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you go to the GitHub platform, you
Mm.
will see the all the definition of some of those things that I put in there. Can you go to you still remember the GitHub
I can't.
platform?
I've not been there since a long
Okay.
time.
Let
Not.
me
Mm.
put it in the chat to see whether you can click it from here. Uh,
Okay. You've put it in the chat, right?
yes, I did put in the chat.
Mm.
So this is something that you should have you are meant to create in the Power BI, but because all those things can be handled in the database to reduce the workload on the Power BI, the Power
Mm.
Query. So that's why I created that view Yeah, so if you see here now, so what I did here was, okay, create an SQL 360 view, which is what you import directly from the database. So what is happening here is that you see the order date, you look at the order date, the maximum order date. So once we group that item, you now see the when it is one, if you scroll down, it's low. When it is, that's the risk when it comes to the segment risk.
Mm.
So you see, if you keep scrolling down, you will see where I now put, yeah, you see when is one is low, when it is two medium, right? So if you go through some of those things, it will give you more
Insight.
understanding of, what how the whole thing is working.
Okay. All right. So this is good to see. Okay. So there's no magic to how all those databases that we plug into, how it was made. It's all here. I know most of us won't understand it. Most of us will struggle with it. But if we just sit to you know, just read each of the sentences, some insights will drop. Okay. For those that have learned a bit of SQL, I think we'll get it more. All these select statements and that is going on here, we'll understand it more. But even if we haven't done SQL before, because I believe SQL is the easiest of all those coding languages.
Yeah.
It's more of
Yes.
English.
Yeah.
It's like you are just reading. It's not like Python that's looking like Swahili. This one is just you can see minimum order date. That is the very first order date that somebody ordered with us. Maximum the last time, which is a higher date than the minimum. Okay, and he's saying give them as the name of the columns, how you should name them, within the database. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, thank you very much. It's quite a lot of I wish at some point, maybe Mr. Azim, if we can look for like a month. I know you're busy, but after all the project is done, if it's possible to look for a month where we can go through step by step guide on this aspect, on actually on each of the different aspects of the journey, that led up to this softnet, where is it? Yeah, that led up to the whole project, removing the Power BI part, because we will do that in class anyway, you know. But how you were able to, bring all these different ones up. Is it something that's doable in class for like a month at all?
Yeah.
Or
In fact, we started from Python, and I think even some people was even saying, can we do a brief understanding of the Python? Because the whole thing started from that space. Then from there,
digital?
it went into the database.
Mm,
Then from the database now, it needs to come into the web application itself. So, but it's a well, yeah, because it is more of technical side. I don't know
it
how
is.
people would perceive it, so that
Mm,
not to bore people away too much.
mm.
That's just that's just my concern to see how we can manage it.
Is this, let's all unmute and talk. Is this something we'll be able to manage, or should we just concern ourselves with just the Power BI and do it and get it out of the way? Let's talk, please.
Good evening.
Good evening, Yinka.
Yeah, Mr. Azim, thank you very much. I think we should go through it, especially for some of us that had experienced Python before, but have not been using it. It's really going to be helpful. I don't think it's going to be that boring. That's my take. It's going to be very useful and beneficial if we're able to go through it. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else up for this? Because it can be only one or two people that will come for the class. So is there anyone else?
I'm always scared to participate in Python. I don't know how I'm going to cope.
I love that. Me too. I'm not a great fan of Python. If you have studied me, you will know that I look away. You know, when they say look away, I look away when it comes to Python. But I think we should come. Okay. However little, however much, there will still be a layer of mystery of it that we will understand, so that gradually we will start getting it. We can't keep running away from it. Okay, so let's bring all those our struggles and come and try to understand it. Even if it's small knowledge, we will gain from it, I'm sure.
Okay. Is this dashboard a prototype of what is expected from the
From us,
data team?
yes,
Yep.
yes, it
Yep.
is. It is.
And it has to be Python.
No. This part is our Power BI.
Okay.
No, the Python part is just how, if you look at my cursor, right now I'm on Power BI. Okay, so that is what we are looking at right now, which is the Power BI we have been using. That part is not Python, but the part where Mr. Azim started from the scratch and got us to have the whole platform like this. A part of it would involve Python. Not too much. I don't think it's a massive Python knowledge, but
Yes, sorry to cut you short. If you go to the GitHub, in fact, everything is documented in that Git. Can you open that GitHub back for us? So if you look at the where the project start from is the ATL. Yeah, you see, and
this
what
one.
we use, yeah, that's the ATL. That's the extract transform. So because we have to pull the data from the, in fact, can you scroll down? You'll see a notebook. Let's scroll down by the left. Keep going down.
Okay.
Notebook, yeah. Open the. So for example, if you open that phase one data notebook.ipinb, that one, this one, phase one, or you can even open that
This
one
one.
too. Any one of them. So you will see how the process started there. So how the
Okay.
project, the whole thing. I think I presented this at the last end of the sprint. So this is how we started the whole project, from getting all the data together, from the raw file where it was, even from the API that we used to get the data. So this is the whole journey. And
Okay.
after this one, yeah, the whole system, the whole process here leads to a data set. Yeah. So that data set is now what's going to the database that we created, that we are now using. So the bedrock of this all our projects start from here, and that is what give us that Power BI. I'm sorry, the database. So without this leading to the database, we will not have this whole project. And as you can see, the database is what the Power BI team is now leveraging on to create the dashboard, and even the web application, which is going to be a next JS application, will also use the same database. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. So it means if we go into our GitHub and start reading up, that would remove a lot of I don't want to say mystery, confusion, a lot of confusion or knowledge gap that we may have on this. So if we log in into the GitHub and go into notebook, I believe, this phase 1 data notebook, phase 1 of it, and just read up how the process was made. The more we read up, the more when we come to class and, get explanation, the more we'll also get it, because you just never know what you will be faced with at some point at work, wherever that place of work might be, and you get faced with creating something and you're thinking, oh, and we have done something like this in Suftnet, and a lot of the knowledge from there could actually, help me to at least kickstart this one they are talking about here. We just never know. Okay, so now that we have the chance, I think we should embrace it and really soak it up as much as possible, as much as we can. Okay, all right. So it's almost time to, I can't believe time has.
Sorry, Mark, I think I added can you go to the docs? I think I added a data dictionary. Can
Okay,
you scroll
up,
up? I want to see.
where
Can
is
you
the
expand the
docs?
docs? Yeah.
Okay,
Can you click on that data dictionary? I
this
think I
one.
had it. I pushed that. Okay, so this, if you scroll down, this will give more guides on how to go about the so I added everything here for the purpose of the Power BI task part of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I added all the necessary information there. Yeah.
This looks to me like, when you are importing a fresh table into maybe an Excel workbook or something into an SQL database normally, and you are trying to define each column, it reminds me of, what
Yeah.
I'm
That
looking at
schema,
here.
yes.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. Okay. The last time I saw stuff like this was in 2022 during training. I've not gone back to really, use all of this knowledge, but it's residual. Anytime you pick it up, you quickly grab it again. And it's looking like, almost the same thing in the different tools where you would that you get into. Okay. Let me just for quick context. So we are saying that our fact table would be transaction. Transaction is fact table. It's looking like this customer 360 is also a fact table, isn't it?
Yeah, you might even if you want, you can discard it and create your own. But I just made it.
No, it's
Actually,
gonna be useful. No, I don't want
yeah,
us to
okay.
discard it. It will be useful. So we'll use it as a fact. We'll use transaction as fact. Even this category, different categories and how they, it's like you've grouped all the different categories into revenues they made, the number of orders. It's all good, useful tables. Okay. So yeah, well done. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to what would be, and how we'll make all these lovely, where is that thing again? Yeah, I'm looking forward to how we'll create all these lovely dashboards. It would be nice. It will stretch us as well. Okay, and I'm happy we've got this to work with. So this would be our business business
API.
what these are KPIs, but each of these is you're answering a question. So our business questions that we are working with, or business objective. So all of these are our business objective, which is quite a lot of it. Remember, executive overview is only this, then the customer segments, and then the churn, and then that. Okay, so we've got this week and probably next week to finish up, which means we must get to work from tomorrow and be fast with it. Because is it next Wednesday, Mr. Azim, that you said will be presenting?
Yes, that's the sprint is going to start from Wednesday now, and if end next week Wednesday. And this is part of the deliverables
Okay.
for that sprint.
All right, so we better get to work. All right, so thank you everyone. It's just 2 minutes to 9. Sorry, we took too much time, but it's all part of the work. So, and this really feels like it's different from our usual. Now we actually have something to deliver towards a greater goal. So it's good. All right, so I won't say if there's any question tonight. Tomorrow, if there are, let's bring it, and then we can continue. Okay, I would implore us to also get the link actually from the chat, copy the link and watch the video and copy the links, please, everybody. All this Postgres, SQL, copy and have it. And I'll put on the platform as well, so everybody can watch and bring your own data in, and let's start from there. Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
Please, do I close and apply from where we were?
Yes, please. If you're already doing it, close and apply for now, so that you can save your work.
Okay, thank you.
You can save it as Suftnet, however you want to. AI customer. What's the name of this thing, Mr. Azib? What name should we give it?
Maybe AI customer insight. We can call it, customer
Insights. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's call it that. I'll stop sharing and I'll see you in a moment. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for your time and patience. Good night.
Good night, Mom. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
we still have session 9.
We still have session though. I was going to ask you about our Dharma. Did you finish with that Dharma course you were doing?
No,
I've
not been able to even read it, sir.
Okay, let's go back to it.
Should we questions? Should
we be each other's accountability partner and do it?
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
All right. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
Sister Debbie.
Yes.
The thing is telling me there are pending changes in your queries that haven't been applied. I clicked on apply changes, but nothing is happening. It's just there.
Are you able to quickly share your screen?
Okay, yes.
Let's see. It didn't tell me that, so why is it doing? It should only just bring it in.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. So there are pending changes. Okay, yeah, apply changes. Let's see.
It's not moving from here.
Okay, close with that X. Close that X button.
This one?
No, not on top. The X beside it is start changes.
Okay.
There's an X there, yeah.
Yeah, nothing is happening as well.
Okay, is it showing your tables at all?
Yeah, it did before I tried to close and apply.
No, beside at the side, where you have filters, data. open that data up and see. Let's see if your tables came in at all.
Okay, where's that?
On the right-hand side, data is collapsed.
Okay.
Open that up and let's see.
Nothing is even responding.
Okay, so it's hanging then.
Oh, because I actually saw the data it was in, and
It's just hanging. Nothing is clicking, is it?
Yeah, nothing is happening.
What's in correspond? Leave it for a bit.
Okay.
Hopefully it would respond. Don't let your data, your computer go off. If not, you will have to start from because you haven't saved it. Would it let you save at least?
Nothing is responding.
If you click on file, it's not letting you click on file.
Yes, it's not.
So you might have to leave it for, and it's still rolling as well. So leave it alone.
Yes.
If you're not in a hurry, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, everyone. I think we can just give people about 2 more minutes to join before we can start our daily stand-up.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Scrum team, what's up?
Oh yeah, I'm just giving people 2 more minutes to join. We're having our daily stand-up for the first 15 minutes. So
Okay. Okay, so you're still waiting for others to join.
yeah, yes, yeah.
Thank you. Good evening once again. I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you to everyone for celebrating me yesterday. I pray that the Lord will bless each and every one of us, and we will always have cause to celebrate each other. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you. Over to Scrum team. We're waiting for Editimi or using it. So whilst we are waiting for them, we can just check on each other. We can start from Debbie. Oh, Debbie, the recording is still on.
Well, did I not stop it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.